Intestine Baalism. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Be honest, had you heard of him before? Everyone, Mike here with Extreme Metal Magazine. Welcome back to another video. Now, I've been listening to extreme metal for over 20 years. Really my journey into metal began with Limp Bizkit. It may be a little embarrassing, but Limp Bizkit's kind of what got me into it back in 1999. Once the early 2000s hit, I kind of got into Soulfly. I discovered Soulfly, which led me to discover Sepultura. Again, I in fact discovered Soulfly before Sepultura, and that led me to more extreme. That led me to Metallica, Slayer, Death, Creator. The list goes on and on. Obituary, on and on and on. But I'll be honest, I'm shocked that I'm still finding bands to this day that I've never heard of. It's a big world out there. We can't know everything. And this year, I kind of stumbled on melodic death metal. Now, obviously, I'd heard of it before, but I'd never really listened to a lot of it. I'd always kind of listened to this old school death metal. And at the beginning of this year, around March or April, I stumbled upon a small band called Dungeon Serpent. Bunch of young kids in their early 20s from Canada. And I'll be making some videos about them in future videos. But for today, really just stating Dungeon Serpent because I listened to them working out, lifting weights, running. I listened to them for a good 4 to 5 months. And eventually I came to stumble upon a comment that said, if you like Dungeon Serpent, be sure to check out Intestine Baalism, a melodic death metal band from Japan. And I did. And again, I was just truly blown away. I feel like this is a band that I'm going to be listening to for a long time to come. Now, there is not a lot on them. There are concerts online. Like a lot of metal bands, it's not great footage. Filmed by people, probably by phones. But hey, I'm grateful for those phones because this band, to my knowledge, has never toured in the United States. They're not very big. They're not very popular. But to those that really follow extreme metal, to those that really follow this type of stuff, I don't think anybody does melodic death metal better than them. I've listened to their I think they only have 3 albums, one in 97, 03, and 08. They're all phenomenal. And again, I'm just really blown away. I'm going to link their first album down in the comment section down below. Again, really curious to hear your thoughts on this at the end of this video. Had you heard of this band before? I guess I'm embarrassed to say I'd never heard of them. They have somewhat of a cult following, but the way that they have their solos and the harmonizing of the guitars is so beautiful. Obviously we're talking about melodic death metal, but there are just some parts where it's chugging along, it's super fast, super heavy, everything you would want in death metal. And just the way that they weave that all together is just truly something that I was amazed at this year. And these 2 bands, Dungeon Serpent and Intestine Baalism, really have formed the basis of my listening this year. Every year, I listen to certain albums, and most of my years are going back and just listening to old stuff, listening to Death, Leprosy, listening to Creator, Extreme Aggression, listening to Slayer, Rain and Blood. But this year, I was amazed to find 2 bands that I'd never heard of before. And the way that these 2 bands just have attacked their particular genre, I was just stunned and blown away. And I want more. I'm going to be continuing to do some more research on these bands. Intestine Baalism. I'm looking forward to maybe doing a review of Dungeon Serpent in future videos. But again, these are very niche bands, and I just respect them immensely. They're niche. I'm assuming these people don't make a living off their music. They're out and about hustling, doing a normal day job, and still pursuing their music. But nonetheless, Intestine Baalism, I think a band that highly deserves your attention. Truly, truly exquisite extreme metal, if I don't say so myself. So, love to hear your thoughts on this. Had you heard of this band before? Do you know anything about them? If you do, what do you think about them? I think they're just absolutely phenomenal. See you guys in the next video, okay? Take care.